beginning to get the feeling your parents don't want us to live with them anymore.
Love, love, love. Love American style. Truer than the red, white, and blue. Love American style. That's me and you. And on a star-spangled night, my love, come to me. You can rest your head on my shoulder. While by the dawn's early light, my love, I will defend your right to try. Love American style. That's me and you.
Are you sure you can't remember where you put it?
If I can remember where I put it, then it wouldn't be lost, would it? Anyway, I signed it.
What good does it do to sign a property settlement if you can't find it?
Oh.
Same old Penny.
What do you mean, same old Penny?
I mean, you never could remember where you put anything. It always did drive me up the wall.
And you always made a great big deal out of teensy-weensy little nothings.
Teensy-weensy little nothing. I suppose it was a teensy-weensy little nothing the time you couldn't remember where you put your pantyhose. And in the midst of a conference with my boss, I find it in my attaché case. He's been giving me the fisheye ever since. What's the matter? What is it?
I feel funny.
What do you mean you feel funny?
I mean funny like F-U-N-N-Y.
Hey, Penny, what do you mean? Funny, or sick funny?
I mean funny like if I weren't holding on to something, I might fall down.
Yes, You feel kind of warm.
Oh, yes. Oh, I feel sick. I haven't felt good all day.
Maybe you picked up some kind of a virus.
I don't think you can get what I've got from a virus.
Why?
Because I think I'm pregnant.
Wait a minute. You gotta be kidding. Are you sure? Get off of your feet. Take it easy.
Fine.
Hey, I know just when it happened.
Just my luck to get pregnant the day before we decide to get a divorce.
I don't know why you wanted a divorce.
Because you were always yelling at me.
And why was I yelling at you?
It's funny, I forget.
I was yelling at you because you always forget everything.
Hello. Hi, Gordon. No, I didn't forget. 7 o'clock? Oh, that'd be fine. Right, I'll see you then. Bye-bye.
And who's Gordon?
A very nice man I met at a cocktail party.
Oh, sure. There's always a nice man at a cocktail party.
Oh, Stan, please.
Are you going to see him tonight?
Stan, I just invited Gordon over for dinner. I mean, I promised him a nice home-cooked meal, and I better start preparing it. Oh, Stan, we don't have to be strangers. I mean, we can still be friends, even though we'll be divorced.
Yeah, sure. Especially now that we're having a baby.
Another 10 minutes and the stroganoff will be ready. Ooh. Cheers.
Fondue, stroganoff, margaritas, all favorites of mine. You must have ESP, extraordinary stomach perception. That's funny, isn't it?
Very.
Thank you. You know, that's another thing I like about you. Great sense of humor. You know, my ex-wife would have never laughed at that.
She wouldn't have.
Nah. The only time she laughed at me is when I wasn't trying to be funny.
I'm beginning to get a much better picture of your ex-wife.
You expecting someone?
No.
Hi.
Stan, what are you doing here?
Brought you a care package. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were having company.
This is Gordon Brooks. Gordon, this is Stan, my ex-husband.
Ex-husband. I've never been called that before. Kind of funny.
I know, I felt the same way. It takes time to get used to it.
Oh, you're an ex, too?
That's right.
Ah, welcome to the club.
2 years.
2 years? Hey, come over here and sit down. Maybe you can give me a few pointers.
Stan, if you don't mind, we're getting ready to sit down.
Oh, sure. I'll get right out of here as soon as I get rid of this.
Hey, he seems like a nice fella. But then you were married to him, not me.
Stan has his moments.
Penny, is that beef stroganoff you're cooking?
Yes, and it's just about ready, so do you mind?
Worst thing in the world for a baby.
You're being ridiculous.
Why? Because I want to see the baby get a healthy start in life?
Hey, what's this about
Hold
a
it
baby?
a minute, buddy. Come here a minute. Forget that stuff in there. This is what you should be eating anyway. Low-fat cottage cheese, milk, loaded with calcium. You do want the baby to be born with strong teeth, don't you?
No!
What do you mean, no?
I distinctly heard
Because
you
in
say...
the first place, babies aren't born with teeth, not unless you've come up with some new information.
Well, that's because the mothers have been eating the wrong stuff, just like you started.
Listen, will you please get out of here? You're making a complete fool out of yourself.
Okay, I'll go. You don't care anything about the health of your baby?
Oh, Stan, for heaven's sakes.
what's all this about a baby?
You don't know?
Don't know what?
Oh, Mr. Wonderful here will give you the details.
Well, Penny's going to have a baby.
No.
A baby it is.
Then it's me who ought to leave. I don't want to become involved with no family quarrel, especially if it's not my family. Bye, Penny. I'll give you a ring. See you around sometime.
Yeah, you do that, will you, Gordon? I wouldn't want Penny to get lonely.
You did it. Oh, you certainly did it. And you couldn't have done it any better if you'd have come up here with a gun.
Did what?
You deliberately came up here to scare him away, and you succeeded. Oh, boy, how you succeeded.
All right, then, and I can depend on it.
I'm putting it down in my book right now.
Stan, how'd you get in here?
Oh, I still have my key. Mrs. Jones, this is my ex-wife, Mrs. Andrews.
Hello.
Mrs. Jones is a nurse. I've just engaged her for our baby.
Now, this far in advance?
Baby nurses are hard to find, Penny. And I wanted to make sure we have the best.
Everything seems satisfactory, Mrs. Andrews. Now, exactly when is the baby due? I usually book a year in advance. You know, Planned Parenthood.
Mrs. Jones and I just went over the plans to convert the den into a nursery.
You won't have to change a thing until the baby's ready to go to school. Cradle to kindergarten.
Baby isn't even born yet, and it's already going to school. I guess I better go pack its lunch so it won't be late.
Well, I guess I'd better be going now. I have an appointment with the loveliest couple. Just got engaged, you know.
Mrs. Andrews and I will get in touch with you. Penny, what are you doing home?
My boss got sick and left early, so I came home. Stan, what's going on around here?
I planned a surprise baby shower for you, and you had to go and spoil it by coming home early.
You were giving me a baby shower all by yourself?
No, I invited the gang.
Here? They're coming here?
They're due here in 10 minutes. They were going to hide, yell surprise when you came in. But why don't you hide and yell surprise when they come in?
Stan, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
They even told them to make sure they rang the bells with their elbows.
Their elbows? What's wrong with their hands?
Their hands will be full of presents.
Stan, we can't accept their presents.
Why not?
We have to send them back. Stan, sit down. The reason we can't accept any baby presents is because there isn't going to be a baby.
There isn't?
I took another rabbit test.
Well, maybe it's a mistake.
People make mistakes. Rabbits never.
Why didn't you tell me?
Because you never paid me so much attention before. And I loved it, and I didn't want to see it end. And I didn't begin to feel like a wife until after we filed for divorce.
I guess that's because I just began to feel like a husband.
Do you think the baby coming had anything to do with it?
No, it wasn't the baby. It's you. The baby was just an excuse for me to hang around and make sure you were all right.
Oh, they're here. We have to tell them.
Oh, wait a minute, Penny. Why tell them?
Because we can't accept baby presents when there isn't going to be a baby.
Could be. If we cancel our divorce.
You won't yell at me when I forget things? Okay, you let them in and I'll go out the back door. And I'll be back in 15 minutes. And boy, will I act surprised. Oh, Stan.
Yeah.
Welcome home, Mr. Andrews.
It's great to be home, Mrs. Andrews. Let him wait. I gotta make up for lost time.